Hi guys, today we're working with a public works here in Montana. I'm heading out the door just before 6:45. I don't want to be late on my first day of work, so why don't we hop in the truck and head on out. Guys, I got a part-time job with a public works department here in town. Last week I saw they were looking for part-time helpers. I put in an application, and today guys is going to be our first day on the job, which is super exciting. And I thought, hey, why don't I bring the camera along and kind of show you guys what it's like to work for the town here. The public works department is responsible for all the parks, sidewalks, streets, sport fields, and things like that. So they're always busy, and it should be a lot of fun. And if you want to see more here with the Public Works, please hit the like button, it's much appreciated. It looks like they have several trucks out front here. It looks like there's already people heading out here, so I need to sign in here in the office. Let me see what job they're going to be giving us today, and we'll get right to it. Alright, let's head to the shop and let's get what we need here. So today we are going to be working at the football field for the high school in town here. So we need to mow it, we need to put fertilizer down, and then they want us to sweep the track area where the runners run to clean it of debris here. So the Ventrac is all loaded. Looks like we do have the broom, which is all set there. So why don't we take one of the trucks? Let's see what else is out here. Skid steer. Mini loader, looks like another pickup truck, but hey, why don't we take this one? And oh yeah, this is the one I have the key to. Now we will have a few others from the Public Works helping us on out. I do know that someone else is going to be bringing the tractor, so it should be a busy day here. They said this will be at least a half day's worth of work between the mowing and everything we have to do at the field. This is definitely one nice GMC truck. I am a huge fan of the GMC single cabs here. The GMC has a great looking front end, and we do have a Duramax engine, which is sweet. Now guys, we are here on the brand new Montana map, which is really cool. I've been really enjoying this map. It's kind of a really cool small American town feel. Oh, look at that John Deere dealer. Looks like they have several tractors and things out front there, but this should be exciting. Can't wait to hop on the Ventrac and do some mowing. We're just now getting over to the football field, and like I mentioned guys, this is the town football field where the football players and all the other sporting teams play in town. I do know that they also use this as the soccer and also for, I think, lacrosse in the spring here, so it sure is busy, and they want it to get nice and cleaned up here. So I'm thinking, why don't we just hop on the Ventrac and get to mowing here? But wow, look at that guys, it's a smaller Deere tractor with the fertilizer spreader on the back. That saves us a lot of time not having to use one of those small walk behind fertilizer spreaders. But hey, we'll get right to mowing. We have the Ventrac here with the Public Works has, I think they said, a dozen Ventracs here. They use them so much, but wow, look at this. We got all the stadium seats, we got the track and field track, and we have some scoreboards. This is a sweet field. Wow, this is awesome. Our first day getting to work here, and we get to do a really cool job. But yeah, we have quite a bit of mowing to do. It's a 100-yard football field, which is big, and this is going to look great when we're done. And we'll have to do a little bit of the respraying of the lines, but I think the other worker is going to do that, because you have to be pretty good at that to have nice straight lines. Otherwise it's going to look uneven, really not look too good. When you're up on the stadium seats, I want to make sure we have nice stripes for this football field, so I'm going to be going back and forth here. It would be more efficient, especially with the Ventrac, to probably go in one big circle, continuous circle, until you go to the last few passes here. But we want to do a good job, and we want this to look really good. But with the Ventrac, you guys can see we mow a lot of grass in a short amount of time. Now, I did see that there is a new mower deck in Farm Sim for the Ventrac. Hopefully that does get released. I think that would be a really cool addition here. Definitely help with the productivity of the Ventrac tractor to have an 84 or I think it's a 92-inch deck. I think that would be pretty sweet. The Ventrac sure does make great work of this football field. I mean, look at how beautiful this thing looks. Looks like some of the lines have to be touched up, but otherwise, guys, I think this is going to come out really good here. Now, with football season here, we want to make sure it looks good, and the Public Works has to mow this once a week here. Now, we'll be putting down a little bit of lime to help out. I think that's really going to keep the grass looking green all fall long here, and you guys can see, I think a few of the lights on that scoreboard has to be fixed, but that is outside of what we are doing here today. And let me know, guys, would you like me to do more here with the Public Works? This has been a ton of fun so far. It's great to help out the town, and I think we'll probably do maybe an episode or two a few times a month doing different things there. I do know they do road repair and so many fun different projects around the town here. But yeah, look at that, the last pass here with the Ventrac. And I think after we do this, I wanted to put down the fertilizer, that lime, before we work on kind of cleaning this up. But I see a lot of debris. There's some leaves, there's some small tree branches and things that have kind of blown in the wind, things like that. So I think let's do the fertilizer and then we'll work on that. And you guys might be asking, well, Square, who's going to mow the parking lot in all these areas? And that is actually going to be for the other crew. Once we do this here, we are going to be working on the soccer field. So we're kind of only focused on one thing, and the crew is going to do the other one. So we need to fill this first with the lime. That's a huge bag of lime. I believe that's like a 100-pound bag. Let's see if we can get this filled up. Sweet, and we'll just leave the bag off to the side. I think we'll probably use it again. We'll just have to see how much we end up putting down. But this is a really neat tractor, guys. Really do like it. Huge shout out goes out to Lance Modding for sending it over. I really do like these smaller John Deere tractors with a cab on them, and having the AC on is sweet today here. But why don't we get started off here? We'll put down some fertilizer. This has a huge spread pattern, which is great. So we want to make sure we aren't really doing too much of an overlap. Too much fertilizer in one spot will not be good on the lawn. But yeah, I think probably 3 passes is all we need with this. I did 1.5 passes in, and now we're coming back here to get the last of the bag here. So 1 full bag is, I think, good for us here. A little bit further, right there should be good. And yeah, it looks like we have a little bit left, like 1/2 inch worth of lime in the bag, so we'll keep that there. But let's see, so if we did here, we just have to start, I believe, at the 10-yard line. And right there should be good. Look at that. We have just a little bit left. Awesome. Looks like we did a good amount of fertilizer. Not too much. Just the right amount. And I do not want to really be driving on that track, especially with this tractor. So we'll just kind of go right alongside the field line here. But look at that. Looks like they got some football equipment outside here. That is sweet. I have to come by to watch one of the town football games. I think that would be a lot of fun. But hey, let's switch on over to the broom on the Ventrac here, and we'll get to working on that track. Alright, the broom's all ready to go here. Let's turn it on, make sure it works. Sweet. Having a Ventrac, guys, is so handy with all the different maneuverabilities and things like that here. But let's see, I want to make sure we are bringing the debris away from the football field, and also we want to kind of push it to the outskirts. So we'll get this lowered and we'll get it on. So what we are now doing is we just kind of want to clean the track and field for their first kind of event. There's some debris, some leaves, some little dirt, things like that. And we want to make sure that there's nothing that the runners are going to slip on or kind of affect their running and things like that here. Wow, you guys can see this Ventrac is sweet. Super exciting we could have cool mods like this here in the game. Well guys, I'm running a bit low on camera battery here, so I'm going to keep on going with the Ventrac, and I should be all set for the day. But hope you guys enjoyed it working here with the Public Works Department. It was a lot of fun getting to work on the town football field. But until next time, thanks for watching, stay tuned, and subscribe for more.